I'm going to show you how to make an invincibility potion that will not just make you invincible, but it'll make it so if people try to melee you or use magic, they'll actually kill themselves without you doing anything. To do this, the easiest way is to go to the Imperial City Market District and go to the right. This is the northwest corner. There's a Gilded Carafe. You go between either that store, also the Merchant's Inn, and the feed bag to look for ingredients, as well as the main ingredient to the southwest. Between these, we can hopefully get all the ingredients. The first thing we need is Cinnabar Polypore Yellow Cap, and then we also need Glow Dust. So those are the two for the Reflect spell. Then we can get Daedra Venom, and we can get Flower. There's also Greenstain Cup Cap, which he doesn't have. That's one other alternative for that. Now you need to go to your alchemy tools, and you could make the potion. The issue is you're going to really want to level up your alchemy before you do this, or you want to get the better alchemy tools. You don't need Master. You don't need 100 alchemy. You just want to get your alchemy up, and you want to get some better tools, okay? And if you get the ideal tools, that's even better. So what we can do is go to Seadatar. And if you go to this exact spot right here, there's a spot where you can go into a trap door right here. It's pretty simple. You just save your game before going in. And then when you come in, you look to the left, press this block, and then come over to this chest, check it, and there's an expert mortar and pestle, for example. You would take that, and then you would go in here, check this chest, see if there's anything else, and then you're going to leave. If there's nothing that you, like no alchemy tools in either, you would just load your game and come back in. It'll re-roll it to different stuff. If you do have something that you get, expert, whatever, something just better than what you have, then you're going to leave, and then you might be in combat at first, so I usually just run to the west for a little bit until it lets me rest, and that's when I know I'm out of combat. And then I'll, okay, of course, there's this thing right here. And then I will just head back there and rest for 73 hours. Okay, so now I can rest, so now I'll just head back, like I said. But yeah, so you'll rest for 1 hour, and then you'll rest for 24 hours 3 times, and then that will be long enough for everything to reset, and then you'll save the game again. Then after you save the game, load the game, you go back in, repeat that process, and go out, wait 73 hours till you have a bunch of really good alchemy tools, and also level up your alchemy some using whatever. You have guides for leveling alchemy, and then you can make something pretty decent. It doesn't be the best in the game, but I'll show you the best in the game, because I can. So, we're going to use master tools. We're going to go in here and filter this. We're going to go down to reflect spell, and we're going to go to reflect damage. And we're going to back out of this. So we have to put on the Cinnabar Polypore Yellow Cap. We put on the Glow Dust. That will give us Reflect Spell. And then we have to put on either Flower Stain, Green Stain Cup Cap, or, Scamp Skin. I don't know where the Daedra Venom went in this, but okay, we can use these two. And then it'll make a potion that has a bunch of stuff. Now, if you have, I can't remember if it's the Alembic or the Calcinator. I don't think it's it's Alembic or the, whatever the other one of these is. We'll make it so the negative effects are less bad. So getting one of those is really important, or else you're going to take health damage, which it's not a big deal as long you just want to contain it some. So you at least want one of those tools to be like, apprentice or ideally expert. And then you'll get a potion that reflects spells 20%, reflect damage 24%. And if your alchemy is lower and you have worse tools, the duration will be shorter and the percent will be lower. But it is nice to level up alchemy all the way and then to get the tools just mainly for the duration, because this could be at 10% and we're still going to get over 100% with what I'm going to show you. But I already made one of these. It was called a God Potion. So I can go in here. I named it God Pot. Okay. So then you'll have a God Pot. Then you need to duplicate it. You've probably seen this so many times if you're poking around on YouTube all the time. So you'll go to container. You'll search. You'll go to your alchemy. You'll put in 1 God Pot. Oh, okay, hold on. I was already duplicating in this earlier on a test recording. So yeah, you'll go to your thing. You'll put in 1 God Pot. And then from there, you'll take a stack of anything. Like say you want 442. I have 442 damage health potions. I'll drag those over. Hit enter twice, and now I have 521 God Pots instead of 80. On controller, it's not much different. You'll just select it, and then press L1, and it'll put it down to 1, and you'll continue. And then what you'll do is you'll press A and X, A or X, at the same time as R1/RB, depending on what controller type you're using. But the A or the X comes first, and if you do it right, it will it'll pop it up to where this will pop up, but it'll show you as on the right tab. And then you'll hit X twice, and then you'll be able to do it with a controller. So now let me show you how it works. It's pretty easy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's also, the smarter thing to do is show shortcuts and bind it to a shortcut so you can just spam it. But then, yeah, you can just spam a few of them. And then you just go up to enemies, and as long as they hit you with magic or with melee, they will reflect it. Although, I don't know, this one, he didn't really reflect that magic back at him, but it definitely didn't hurt me. Let's see if this guy can reflect magic. Okay, so it's supposed to reflect magic, but I'm not sure exactly why, you know, on ranged attacks it doesn't kill you, or doesn't kill them, I mean. But it definitely does not do damage to me, and that's really the big thing here. Completely invincible, although there are some weaknesses we need to talk about. So arrows, for whatever reason, this does not do anything for arrows. So because of that, arrows are going to kill you. So you still got to keep an eye out for those, or use shield spells and things to try to deal with that stuff. I think traps and falls also are just going to kill you. So those are the main things. But for like 90% of the game, you're fine. And all you got to do then is just watch out for arrows, you know, and then just most enemies, once you get in melee range, they'll put their weapons away. And it's a lot easier to deal with that, and not when you're not dealing with all the other types of damage. So just wanted to share with you guys. I thought it was pretty cool. Use it at your own risk, because, you know, dumb stuff like this makes the game a lot less fun sometimes. And I know this game's already, like, you know, been out for like 15 days, this remaster, and everyone's getting bored of it already, so it may just add to that. But it also could be one of those things, if you're starting to get really bored of it, you just start doing it just to have something else to do to kind of spice up the game for another few days before you get bored, try to get your money's worth. But anyway, just want to share with you guys. Now you know how to make the god potions in order to make yourself invincible and reflect all magic and melee damage in the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion Remastered.